All the materials that you're going to need for this are going to be 1x2s. We had to get a total of 6 of them because we need them at 16 feet. And they only had 8 feet at Home Depot, so we're just going to be connecting these. Next, we got about 5 2x4s, and those are 2x4x10s, which we're going to end up cutting up a little bit, as well as the other pieces are going to be 2x6x16, and we got 2 of those as well. The one thing I forgot to record in the beginning of this video is the 4x4x10 wood posts that you will see a little bit later. Go ahead and cut all of the ends on the 2x4x3s at a 45-degree angle. Always be sure to double check that your angle is opposite to the other side. Now move on over to the 2x6x16s and do the exact same cut on those bad boys. So what Lauren's doing right now is we're gonna make accent pieces on the end. We're just gonna take a little bit off so it's not a hard point. Now for your 2x6x16s, you're going to want to make those 45-degree angle cuts, as well as for the accent pieces, they want to be about an inch in depth. We moved to the backyard and began digging holes while Lauren is sanding. The holes are 3 feet from our fence line and 13 feet from each other. The depth of the holes will be 2.5 to 3 feet down. The 4x4x10 beams will be 7 feet out of the ground. Okay, so what we ended up doing is, because this was a lot of trial and error, and so what we did is we took it down, we put the pillars up, and it still wouldn't work. We couldn't figure out how to get it so it would be straight, along with the pre-drilled holes that we had up here for the crossbeam. So we ended up laying them back down, putting on one of the cross beams, putting it back up, and then we didn't put it in all the way because we're gonna end up having to take it off. And then we ended up mounting it, so we leveled it on all sides, mounted it with just random pieces of scrap wood, as well as just screws that we could find. So we went out and bought 4 bags of Quikrete, but only used 2 of the bags. So just follow directions on the back and you should be squared away. Okay, so what we ended up doing is we ended up putting on this other one and feeding both the bolts through, and then we're gonna put the nuts on this side, wrench them tight, and then after that we're gonna go ahead and put the wood slats on.
We calculated the slats to come out to be 11.8 inches because the board is 190.
Okay, so we're starting to put the wood slats on. What we're doing is we've gone about 11 and 8/10 of an inch from here, and then we measured from this starting point on the outside piece of the 2x4, 11 and 8 inches to the next part. The length from this board to the very tip is going to be 14 inches on both sides. All right, so here's the finished project of this part. We still have a few more steps to do, but went ahead and screwed these in. They just took 1 screw One in this one in this one, and we are using the last thing we need to do is put on the 1x2x8s across the top. Once they go up, I'll be sure to update this video with a picture.